I know what you're typing in the comment section. Believe it or not, as much as you, I also want this game to succeed, but it might not happen. Mainly because of the optimizations and the release date. It's not a secret Activision is struggling to optimize this game for mobile devices, especially Android devices, even on flagships and even the iOS devices with 3GB RAM. Those 3GB RAM iOS devices can't even run the game, and the flagships, the Android flagships, even the latest one, are running the game at 50 FPS I think, and those are also facing a lot of heating issues. In my personal experience, I'm using ROG Phone 3. Yes, it is an old phone. It's about 2.5 years old now, I'm not denying that. Still, it is a flagship, it has some power, right? The game is running and there's a lot of FPS fluctuation. I can understand those things, but it overheats. It actually reaches the point where I can't hold the phone in my hand. It gets that hot. I really want to play Warzone Mobile, but I'm not playing it right now because of this heating issue, and I am actually worried about my phone. The heat could actually damage the parts inside the phone, so that's why I'm not playing Warzone Mobile or making gameplay videos on Warzone Mobile, because I can't play the game for more than 10 minutes. That's the problem. And some of you might comment like, it's a you problem bro, you're using an old device, how can you expect the game to run at 60 FPS, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Yes, you're right, but from their official statement, from their official blog, my device specs are within their minimum requirements. So I would expect the game to run decently, at least on my device. That's not a big expectation, I think. And yes, I know things can improve with updates. After all, this is a live service game. With updates, they can improve the heat management, they can improve the FPS stability, stuff like that. But how long it's going to take? This could literally take 6 more months to come out globally. Yes, you can literally wait for 6 more months if you have a latest flagship device. You can definitely wait and play this game, but if you have the device with minimum specs that they mentioned, I wouldn't suggest you to wait, because the game size and the load is only going to increase. This is not the final graphic settings of Warzone Mobile. Nobody would play it like this if it comes out like this globally, right? It looks like I'm playing the game on 480p, and there is no graphic settings in the game right now, and I would assume this quality to be the normal or medium graphic settings, and they'll definitely add like HD or ultra graphics with improved high quality textures and stuff like that. When they do that, the game's load only going to increase, and even on your flagship devices, they also have to do a lot more work. And this might be a soft launch, but all the progress you're making right now are counting for the global launch. On global launch, the data is not going to get resetted, so all the skins you're seeing right now in the game and everything you're collecting is going to remain in your account, and it can be used in global launch, which means the game's load is only going to increase till the global launch, and we don't know how long it's going to take for the game to come out globally. Warzone Mobile's expected release date was May 15th, and this was announced on the Call of Duty event, the COD Next event in October 2022, I think. And after 6 months, this is the progress we have, and I don't know if they're going to release the game on May 15th. It's definitely going to get delayed, and we don't know how long they're going to take to release the game globally. And when it comes out globally, I don't know if the game is going to run smoothly on devices. And the content demand is going to be really high. For the battle pass, the skins, even the maps, people are going to get bored of Verdansk, because that's what happened in Apex Mobile. Apex Mobile was in beta testing for almost a year, 9 months or something, and they used World's Edge, that's the map. They used that in all the beta stages, and when the game came out globally, everyone got used to the map and they got bored of it real quick. So Apex Mobile introduced a new map and people got bored of that too, and they wanted an option to switch maps or choose the map you want to play. That could very well happen to Warzone Mobile as well. Warzone had totally 3 maps I think, and fans could demand a map change really quickly because the game is going to be in beta testing for at least 3 more months. That's what I believe. Like, that's a hopeful expectation. Maybe the game might come out globally before season 4 goes live. That's what I'm expecting, but that might not happen depending on the development. The point is, by the time Warzone Mobile would have been out for almost a year in beta testing or soft launch, whatever you call it, and people would have played Verdansk for almost a year straight. And when the game comes out globally, people might expect a map change. When Warzone Mobile adds a new map to the game size is going to increase, and you know, big contents has its consequences. When the game adds a really big content drop, maybe guns, skins, maps, or new game modes or anything like that, that comes with issues. And of course, Warzone Mobile is definitely working better than, let's say, compared to Apex Mobile. They are definitely doing a better job, but the game is connected to Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. If they make any movement changes or anything flashy there, it's going to affect Warzone Mobile as well. And what's going to happen to Warzone Mobile when a new Call of Duty comes out? A new game comes out this year. We don't know what's going to happen when that game comes out. Let's say Warzone Mobile lives another year. Next year, in 2024, Call of Duty Cold War Part 2 is coming out. That's going to have different movements that might have it. What's going to happen when that game comes out? Is Warzone Mobile just going to stay the same the whole time? I don't know. I doubt that. Because in the original Warzone 1, when Cold War dropped, they had map changes and they added all the Cold War guns. And when Vanguard came out, they added all the Vanguard guns and they had a map update. That's not going to happen in Warzone Mobile, but if it happens, I don't know how many phones and iPads can handle that. That's my concern, and that's basically my thoughts about Warzone Mobile. And they can definitely prove me wrong by optimizing the game and making the game super good in the next update. And if that happens, I'd be really happy to see that, because a better Warzone Mobile experience, that's all we are expecting, and I'd be really happy to get that and see that happening. And that's it for the video. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I know some of you guys are going to be supportive and most of you guys are going to be like super angry or something like that. It's alright, but just know this is the reality of the game and you guys have to ask for improvements. That's how you're going to get the improvements. If you're just going to say this is the best game in the world or something like that in this condition, the game is not going to improve. Keep that in mind. Bye bye.